and welcome to Eula's English Country. And today we're gonna read the same book like yesterday, but a new stories, cause it's new chapter. Magic Trias Merlin missions, 19 A.B. Lincoln at last. Chapter 4, Willie, and the end of reading at chapter 5. Now, already read this one book with a lot of stories, and now here we go. And first you can read is the Magic Trias Merlin missions, 19 A.B. Lincoln at last. Chapter 4, Willie. Jack was horrified. Would the Secret Service arrest him along with Ted? Jack had to stop him. Suddenly, the president burst out laughing. He wrapped his hands around Ted's feet. "You little tadpole," he said. "You didn't scare me one bit." Then he started to tickle Ted. "Pa, don't, Pa, don't!" Ted screamed and giggling and kicked. "Pa? Jack cried. Abraham Lincoln is Ted's pa?" The president laughed. He had stopped tickling, and Ted kissed on top of his head. "What are you doing here, my boy?" he said. "Pa, me and Willie find a tree house," said Ted. "Did you know there was a tree house here? 2 kids were in. They're Jack and Annie. Jack said it belonged to them. I told him it was a mine because it's on our yard, isn't it mine, Pa?" Jack wanted to shout, "No, it's ours," but he had to afraid to be caught under the bed. Wait. "Did you say their names were?" the president said, sounding serious. "Jack and Annie," said Ted. "Yes." "Oh," president said. "Yes," said Ted. "They came out of nowhere. Don't you think the treehouse is mine, Pa? Mine and Willie's?" "They came out of nowhere," said the president. "Their names are Jack and Annie. Are you sure?" "Why don't Ted tell him I'm right here under the bed?" Jack wondered. Should I just curl out?" "Yes, Pa, Jack and Annie," said Ted. "But I want to know about the treehouse." The door opened. "Mr. President, you must come at once," said the man seriously. "You're late for your meeting." "Oh, sorry, Mr. Nickley," the president Lincoln said. "I'll be right here." He stood up. The crowd was growing relentless. Mr. Nickley said. "Before you know it, they will storm your bedroom." "Oh, they wouldn't dare," said the president, choking. No, with my bodyguard here," said the ruffled Ted Hare. "Come along, Tadpole. Escort me to the new office down the hall." "But when will you come and see the treehouse, Pa?" Ted said and started down the door. "Perhaps when I take my horseback ride later," said the president. "I like to meet this Jack and Annie." The door closed and the room was quiet. "Ted forgot about me," Jack thought. He couldn't believe it. And then he realized he'd better get out of the president's bedroom. He started to crawl out from under the bed, but the door opened again, so quickly crawled back. "Dust first," Jack heard a girl say. And when I shake the pillows and change the lines," said another. And Jack could only see the black stockings and shoes of the 2 minutes and burst around the room. Now, he thought, maybe they make the bed. He scrambled and ran out of the door. The one of the girls screamed, and Jack didn't look back. He threw open the door and headed for the stairs. As he bounded down the steps, one of the maids shrieked. There was a boy under the bed. Jack reached up the bottom of the stairs and squeezed through the crowd until he found a nook of the hallway, and he scrunched against the hole and picked it up around the corner to see if anyone was coming after him. Someone grabbed his arm. Shh, said said Jack. It's me, said Annie. Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. I was upstairs in President Lincoln's bedroom, Jack said. Ted made me go in there. And do you know that President Lincoln is Ted and Willie's dad? That really I was going to tell you. Willie introduced me to their room, said Annie. She was really nice, and she wore all of her tapes into the pillar. Oh, well, Ted upshook me to the hiding under the bed. And I almost got caught, said Jack, and Ted didn't even remember I was there. He kept talking about the treehouse, saying it was his. Willie says Ted gets very excited, said Annie. He can't help us, plus there's their very first week at the White House. Well, it's awful, said Jack. I was trapped under the president's bed. And Annie giggled. You know, that's actually pretty funny, she said. Not really, said Jack. Don't worry, said Annie. Willie would have saved you. He told me to find you and then come out upstairs to the dad's office and he'll introduce us. There's one of the second floor at the end of the hall. Okay, said Jack, sighing. I heard the president say he'd like to meet us. Really? Said Annie. Yep, when Ted told him about the treehouse and you and me. The president keeps saying Jack and Annie. Jack and Annie? Are you sure their names are Jack and Annie? That's weird, said Annie. But I'm glad he wants to meet us. Come on. Jack and Annie have handed down the hallway and up the stairs. At the second floor, Jack have keep his head down and in case meds are looking for him. Jack have followed Annie down the hall through the group of people standing outside the door. A shouting man with a small pointed beard was speaking to them. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I'm sorry, but only the names on my list can meet the president today. And Jack had recognized the man's voice. That's Mr. Nickleway, he turned to Annie. Who are you to say us? We can't see the president, the woman said in the pink bonnet said to the Mr. Nickery. I'm President Lincoln's secretly, ma'am, Mr. Lincoln said sorrowfully. Not sorely. And if you do not have an appointment, you must leave. Excuse me, Mr. Nickleway, but I believe that I'm on your list. Oh, this man. Excuse me, Mr. Nickleway, but I believe that I'm on your list, said the fine man. He showed the secretly a piece of paper. The secretly checked the paper again in his list. Of course. This way, Mr. Bennett, Mr. Mercury said. And he had opened the door but nodded for Mr. Bennett to enter. And then he followed him inside. Willie was opened the door, and Jack and Annie peeked into his room. And Abraham Lincoln was sitting on the long table. And then Ted perched on his lap and feeding with his dad's tie. And then Willie was studying to the map of the world while the president was listening to one of the men at the table. Willie! And he whispered loudly. Willie didn't hear, but Mr. Nickery did. He rushed back to the president's office. Willie! And he shouted, and Willie turned around just as Mr. Nickery closed the door. Chapter 5, Leave Now. Oh, I think Jack and Annie need to leave now. So, what should we do? We're gonna look at that tomorrow, maybe, or maybe I'll look at dinner reading the stars. Now, did you have fun? Yes, English Country comic with some of these, but not this story or our new beginning news stories. Now, bye-bye everybody, and please thumbs up my YouTube. Bye-bye everybody. Have a nice day. Bye.